since I'm bandwagoning, I'm gonna fully jump on the bandwagon and give you the same precaution and warning that everybody else did before watching this video. If you have a pair of sunglasses, I suggest putting them on because this is going to be a rather bright video. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I am super excited about the look that I'm doing today. In case you didn't read the title or you're not blinded by my face, this is the full face of highlighter challenge. So recently on Instagram, Maria did a full face using just highlighters, and the look was absolutely beautiful and it went viral. Cosmo wrote an article on her, 17 wrote an article on her, I think there was like a BuzzFeed article on her. I mean, it just went crazy. And last night, Jeffree Star and Nikkie Tutorials both uploaded their own version of the full face highlighted look. So I knew that I needed to get on that because highlighter is like my favorite part of makeup. And just like everybody else, I was kicking myself, like thinking, why didn't I think of this first? But thank you so much, Maria, for the awesome idea. And I am so happy and excited to create this glowy, beautiful look. So today I'm going to be using pretty much all highlighters, all different types of highlighters. I'm also going to be using just some foiled shadows, which I think fall into the category of highlighter. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I achieve this insane highlighted look, then please keep watching. So as usual, I've already just done my eyebrows and I already primed my lids from lid to brow and set that. Jumping into the first shimmery highlight product, I'm going to be using this Younique Splurge. It's like a gel cream shadow. This is in the color Elegant, and it's this really pretty champagne gold cream shadow. So I'm just going to use my finger and apply that all over my lid. And now taking this Real Techniques eye brush and this Wet n Wild blush in the color Apricot in the middle. It's this really just pretty apricot, peachy, shimmery shade. I'm gonna just begin to apply that to my crease for some dimension. And now I'm just softly blending that color up a little bit closer to my eyebrow, just in circular motions with lighter pressure. So now that that shimmery transition shade is all nice and blended in, I want to darken it up a little bit and just make it even more shimmery. So I'm actually going to jump into my Morphe 350 palette. I'm going to grab with the same brush this gorgeous copper color that I'm obsessed with at the bottom. And focusing mainly on the outer portion of my crease, I'm just going to start to blend this in and darken up that transition for a little more drama. And I'm really like focusing on that outer V right here, but I am gonna blend this color in a little bit more to the crease. Okay, so I added a little more of that darker color, but I'm happy with how that's looking. I'm just gonna add a little more of a pop of highlight to my lid, and I'm gonna jump back into my Morphe 350 palette, and I think I wanna go for this light highlight color right here, and I'm actually just gonna use my finger for this. And I'm going about halfway into my lid, keeping that depth on my outer corner. And now taking just my favorite eye highlight shade, this Maybelline Vanilla Eyeshadow. Just using the little sponge applicator that it comes with. I'm gonna just give myself an underbrow highlight. This is a really nice, bright white, so it'll stand out among the highlighters. I like to save my inner corner highlight for the end, just so it stays nice and bright. So I'm gonna wait on that. And I think I'm still pretty much following the rules because I'm gonna be using this Almay eyeliner, and it is like a metallic gray color. It's called Black Opal, Black Pearl. Super glittery. So it definitely fits this look and it will really help to blend out my lashes. So I'm gonna just throw this on, throw the lashes on, and come back to finish up my face and under eyes. And yeah, I'll be right back. So lashes are on, also did a little wing. I also put some primer on my face and it's all dry and ready to go for foundation. So for foundation today, I'm gonna be using my Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation, and I'm gonna be mixing in a couple drops of this Hard Candy liquid highlighter. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that foundation and put it on the top of my hand. I'm just gonna mix in a couple drops of that Hard Candy highlighter. Just gonna dot it all over my face. And just gonna blend this all in. I'm still gonna put some concealer just underneath my eyes and the high points of my face like I normally do. Just because using the highlights all over my face, it's gonna brighten everywhere, and I still want dimension and brightness where I normally do. Just blending that in with my damp beauty blender. And as usual, I'm still going to set just that concealer with this NYX Blotting Powder. It's just a nice, light, translucent powder, just because I don't want that to crease on me at all. All right, so now the fun starts again with the face. So I'm going to set all my foundation and go over all of that concealer and setting powder with this Ben Nye Shimmer Powder. It's in the color Cameo, and it's just a loose, super, super shimmery powder. And it's kind of like this champagne-y, pretty light color. And I'm literally just putting this everywhere. All right, guys, so that's it for the base. So foundation's done. Everything is set using that shimmer powder, and I feel like I'm glowing pretty intensely, but it's not over yet. I'm still gonna add so many more highlighters to this look, so I can't wait. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up eyes, and I'm gonna go into that same blush I used before by Wet n Wild, that apricot in the middle, and this little pencil brush from the drugstore. I'm just gonna start to smoke that out below my eyes. And taking that same pencil brush, I'm going to go back into that beautiful Morphe color that we used earlier. And I'm going to smoke this out under my lash line just on the outer half, just to darken it up a little bit. Now taking my Morphe B75 flat liner, I'm going to go into this dark chocolatey shimmer shade. And I'm just going to sweep this under my lash line, probably taking it about 3/4 of the way in. Now I'm going to line my lower and upper waterline using this Almay black crayon. And I'm going to go in again with this Maybelline Shadow in Vanilla and do my inner corner highlight. And I'm just going to start this right outside my inner corner and kind of connect it to my under eye shadow. Now to finish up the eyes, I'm just going to put some mascara on my lower lashes. All right, so now that eyes are done, it's time to finish up face. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. bronzer palette. It's a very shimmery bronzer palette, and I'm going to try to stay in this color over here, and I'm going to kind of contour / bronze. I'm just using this powder brush from e.l.f. I'm just sweeping that on in the hollows of my cheeks. And a little bit just around my hairline. I'm also going to take that along my jawline. Okay, now using that same color and just this eyeshadow brush, I'm going to contour my nose a little bit too. So now for my highlight, like my cheekbones, my nose, and all that, I'm going to use this ColourPop Stole the Show first. It's a cream highlighter, and it's in this really light, pretty goldish, silverish, pinkish, shimmery color. And I'm going to use my finger for most of this, I think, just so it's like super, super pigmented. First, I'm going to go on my nose, just using my pinky. And this will do fine. So I'm using just an e.l.f. stipple brush. There we go. That's much better. I'm going to go in and set that ColourPop highlighter using that Ben Nye Shimmer Powder that I used before. It's a really buildable product, so I'm just going to go in a little heavier to set it and make the focus really in those specific places. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that concludes the highlight portion of this highlight look. So now it's time for blush, and if you haven't guessed it already, using that same Wet n Wild apricot in the middle. And just putting this on the apples of my cheeks, blending it into my highlight and contour highlight. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that that is it for the face. I'm gonna clean up some of that highlight that got in my brows. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything using my Urban Decay All-Nighter. And before I come back and do lips, I'm just gonna go let my hair down, fix it up a little bit, clean up all the glitter that's all over me and all that jazz. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I decided to stick with my glittery headband and I am ready for lips. So I'm actually gonna be doing like a dark brown lip just because I don't want it to be too monochromatic. So I'm gonna use my ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lip in Limbo, and I'm gonna line my lips using my MAC lip liner in Cork. And if you thought I was just gonna leave my lips matte like this, you were wrong. I'm gonna go back into that Morphe 350 palette. And I'm gonna start out by grabbing this shade that I used earlier with my finger, and I'm gonna put that all over my lips. I'm loving that so far, but just to add a little more pop, I'm gonna go into, this color right here and just pop this on the center of my lips in the middle to just create kind of an ombre effect and to highlight my lips further. And I'm just gonna kind of pat that on right there. So this is the finished look. I'm so happy with it. I am like glowing like crazy. I hope you guys can really appreciate that on camera. I really hope I did Maria's look justice, and also of course Jeffree and Nikkie's. This was so much fun to do. I love highlighter. And as soon as I saw that Nikkie and Jeffree were like making this like a thing, like a challenge, I knew I had to jump on that bandwagon like then. So I hope you guys really like the way that this look turned out. I know that I am super happy with it, and it was so much fun. I love doing stuff that's just really different, not your everyday look. I definitely wouldn't wear this to Walmart, but I love it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you in my next video, which will be a Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette tutorial, and it's going to be my first time using the palette, so I'm so excited. So please definitely stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.